Hey Mus, what's subs? How are you guys doing today? As you guys will notice, I have a face cam up. I don't know why the fuck I just did that. Um, but I have a face cam up today. I just kind of figured I'd show you guys another face cam. I haven't done this for a long ass time, but I figured I might as well. Why not? I have two life stories in one today because these both happened last Friday. So I figured I'd get them both out in one video just because I think it's pretty interesting. Um, why do I keep? I'm so used to fletching, so I keep like doing that. I only need to do the 10, but I don't want to spoil anything. As far as my stats, I don't want to go into my stats at all. So if I do that, I'm probably gonna try to blank that out if I fuck up. But regardless, I want to get right into these life stories because this video will probably be relatively long because I'm trying to fit in two life stories in one. I do this every time. Um, but so yeah. First of all, last Friday, which was like 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. It started out. I just went to school, and this is where the first life story happened. It was really fucking funny. Basically, I have a what's it called? A stomach ulcer. So like sometimes when I work out in the morning at school, my stomach will like just fuck with me, and I'll start to feel like kind of sick and nauseous because the stomach acid gets built up in there. So I just went upstairs into like our lunchroom, and I'm a senior in high school, so I'm about ready to get the fuck out. Um, but regardless, it's just sort of like me telling me how I fucking hate our school. But so I went into the lunchroom and got like I don't know, a banana and whatever the fuck else I got, some like graham crackers or some shit. And I went over to hang out with one of my friends. His name is Anthony. He's he's special. Like he's awesome. I love him. He's a great guy. But he also loves stealing shit from people. Like he always gives it back, but he likes fucking stealing stuff and like walking away and making it look like he's gonna steal it. So it's really kind of frustrating at times. Like that's the only thing I don't like about him. Um, but so this day I was feeling kind of nauseous, so wasn't really down to be fucked with. So I just like came over and started talking, and then I rested my leg on his I listed my foot on his leg because I was just like fucking around with him. I didn't really want to start anything, but I was just like, if he like shook his leg or anything, I wouldn't have done it again. But he was content with it, and we were just like talking, fucking around. And then he unties my shoe. So I'm like, oh god damn it. And I was like, I deserve that. I deserve that. So I tried to tie it on a chair that I was sitting on because I was sitting on a table, but I didn't want to like put my foot down because I didn't want to get off the table. I was talking to one of my girls who were my friends named Krista. She was standing there, and like I was trying to tie my shoe, and then he starts like earthquaking the fucking chair, like he starts shaking the shit. So I was like, God damn it. And then I went to tie my shoe on the chair, and it didn't work. So obviously I got off the table after like a few minutes and decided to tie it on the ground. When Anthony, he fucking took off my glasses, which mind you, I am blind as a bat without glasses. I can't see shit. And he had them for like 5 minutes. And granted, I was nauseous as well. So like, I was not feeling good. I did not want that shit to happen. So I was trying to get him back for like a solid 5 minutes. And one of my friends, he like took a water bottle, and I was all sweaty from like working out, and he like put it under my shirt and like started, fucking trying to like freak me out. I was like, dude, that feels great. I'm so hot right now. I was like, ew. So he just gave me the water bottle because it was his girlfriend's or some shit. I was like, okay, well, whatever. And I was like genuinely getting pissed off at this point because I was like, I just need my fucking glasses, dude. School's about to start. So I took the water bottle, and I was absolutely blind. I couldn't even tell what was going on, but I just chucked the water bottle at his direction because he took my backpack and everything and started walking away. And I fucking snipe him in the side of the face with the fucking water bottle. And it was this loud ass fucking hit. Like the entire lunchroom was like really loud at this period in time, and it just completely shut up. And it was so loud. And the teachers were there too because I think it was during advisement or some shit. Not advisement. It was we have like some weird system in our school where people like you get like extra time on Wednesdays. I don't know why. No, it's Friday. So yeah, we had a assembly. That's what it was. Because I remember there being extra time that day. But so anyways, basically, I went to go get the water bottle back, and then I came back to like apologize, like, sorry, dude, I didn't mean to hit you with the water bottle, but like I just needed my fucking glasses back. And a teacher comes by and starts yelling at me for fucking hitting my friend with the water bottle. He's like, you could have hurt him. I was like, I'm sorry, I know, I'm blind, I couldn't really see anything. He stole my, I can't, I just said I just couldn't see. I didn't want to like, fucking rat my friend out for fucking with me too bad. And then she was just like, yeah, I understand you're blind, but this kid has glasses on. And I'm just like, are you did you not draw those two? Like, he stole my fucking glasses, dude. They're right there. That's mine. But I didn't say that. But because, you know, I'm a good friend. I don't want to, you know, get my friend in trouble for stealing shit. Even though likely he wouldn't have anyways, but at least it would have, like, justified what I did, but just a little bit at least. But anyways, so that's basically that story. I just thought it was really funny that I sniped my friend with it was so hard too. Like, I felt really bad because I really whipped it at him. I could have broken my own glasses, but I mean, I didn't, thankfully. Anyways, so let me try to move on to this next story really quickly. I'm probably going to skim over a lot of the details, so but this happened on the exact same day, so I kind of wanted to tell you with this story, because just Friday was absolutely fucking insane for me. And then Friday, basically, at the after school, me and my friends, we had a plan to go to one of my friend's girlfriend's house to have a bonfire. But we ended up just going to one of my friends, Gabe's house, and basically we were just gonna hang out there. But his dad was like, "Hey, you guys just want to have the bonfire here? I don't give a shit." And we were like, "All right, well that fucking works. I mean, we don't have to go drive anywhere else, so that's cool." So we just started, you know, fucking around. Some of my friends have e-cigs, so they were just, you know, vaping e-cigs, and we were just all talking and shit. And about an hour and a half into it, we were just, you know, talking about like our lives and shit. Cause me and my friends sometimes we like getting into like deep conversations and shit. But some guy, absolutely fucking drunk off his ass, high on probably multiple different drugs, probably some psychoactive shit, I'm not entirely sure, but he was absolutely fucking baked and just drunk, and it was awful how fucking fucked up this guy was. He came over to the bonfire, and I thought at first he was my friend Gabe's like neighbor or something, because like Gabe's like, "Oh yeah, what's up, bro? Like, what do you need?" Because he's just like, "Hey, do you guys have a lighter?" And actually, no. He said, why do you need a lighter? And then he's like, "Oh, I need to light my cigarette." So we're like, "Oh, we don't know where our lighter is, but we have a fire. So if you want to just come light it over here." I thought that was gonna be the end of it. I just thought he was like walking and he wanted to light a cigarette because he didn't have his lighter on him. But this guy sits down and starts talking to us, and we're like, "Oh shit, this is awkward." Apparently, this guy is 36 years old. And he had just crashed his girlfriend's car, drunk as shit, and he just ran away from the cops, and the cops were after him. So we were literally like hovering a fugitive at a bonfire in my friend's house, and this guy was absolutely fucking gone. I thought he had drugs on him. Thankfully, he didn't, or like that would have been really bad. Because my friend doesn't fuck around with that shit at all. He vapes, but he doesn't fuck around with anything that's illegal. And he actually tried to sell drugs to one of my friends too, but he was like, "Oh no, dude, they're at my crib, bro. If you want, just like call my number. My phone's actually in the car I just crashed, but I'll get it back tomorrow." We're just like, "Oh my god, this guy is so fucking sketchy." But that's not even the weirdest thing about it. This guy started telling the craziest fucking stories. We were trying to get him to leave like right away, but that guy was there for like an hour and a half talking to us. And every time we were just like, "Yeah, dude, you just gotta run down to like Mercy Hospital. It's like right over there." We didn't even know how far away it was. We were just like telling him to get the fuck out because we did not want to deal with this guy. And my friend's girlfriend was there too, and she was like freaking out, obviously, because this 36-year-old come here talking about how, you know, he just told all these fucking stories. I can't even remember all of them, but like some of them were like he was saying how he would be fucking tripping on acid with his bunch of friends, and he said that when he was 19, he impregnated his girlfriend, and then he started off the bat working at $140,000 a year job, like selling tires or some shit. And we're just like, what the fuck? And then he said he like co-owned a business that was making like 300 grand a year. And then he said he was working, or he went into the Marines, and the higher ups in the Marines were telling him stories about like how how our government was like reverse engineering like alien spaceships or spacecrafts, and we had the technology to, if an alien came here, we could send them back. And he was just like, "Man, that just fucked me up. I had to quit the Marines, man. Like, shit, dude. If you, what would you do? You know, if you were told all this information, you know, like I didn't know what to do." And I was just like, this guy's telling, like, it sounded like he was trying to give us life advice, and at the same time, he kept being like, "What would you do if you were in my situation?" And it's just like, dude, what the fuck, dude? We would not be in your fucking situation. We would not crash our girlfriend's car drunk as shit and then run away. Like, it was so fucking sketchy though, because none of it. He had just gave this off this like really like scary vibe about him. And I was kind of comforted because one of my friends there is a black belt. He's been a black belt since like, I don't know, like 8th grade or some shit, and we're all seniors. So he's really good at fighting. I was not really scared for my life at all, but like I just did not want anything bad to happen. And also my friend's dad was there, and he's the type of guy to like really confront someone if anything bad's happening. So scary enough, he actually came outside too, and oh god, we were all completely quiet because none of us were, wanting to talk at that period of time. As you guys can imagine, there was a fucking guy running from the police in our yard. None of us knew the guy. So his dad comes out and he's just like, wow, it's quiet out here. And we're just like, yeah, it is. And then he sees this guy just sitting down on the grass, just staring at the fire. And he's just like, why don't you have a chair for this guy? And we're just like, oh, shit, we should probably get him a chair. And he's just like, yeah, you should. So my friend gets this guy a fucking chair, which was just absolutely fucking terrifying. Because then that gave him more reason to like stay there for longer. Because now, I'm welcome here. Which is just, oh god, it was awful. It kind of fucked up our nights, and we're just kind of all sketched out. And my friend was even more sketched out because it was his house. Like nobody wants that person to know where you live if you live in a place like that. Like it was just absolutely not a good situation for any of us to be in. None of us wanted to be in that situation. But regardless, I mean, geez, guys, it was awful. And then we ended up, after like an hour and a half, talking him out to leave because we were all just like, oh man, we gotta go. Our parents want us home at like 12 or some shit. And I actually recorded this video when I got home that night, but it wasn't as good because my brain was just absolutely fucking jumbled up and stuff. But yeah, guys, that's basically the whole story. I probably left out a few major details, but I just really want to stress how fucking crazy this guy was. He was telling us all different stories. He was saying like his dad was a Vietnam vet, and he was like once getting a blowjob in the back of a car, and then police came up and like he had to like call his parents, and his dad said some shit like, I heard that she could suck the end of a stream out or some shit, and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? You were just telling the weirdest shit. And he was just like, his story didn't make any sense either. Like he was saying all these different things he was doing he was young, and how he had made all this money, and then he was just randomly in the Marines for some reason. Like, why the fuck, if you were making 140 grand a year, why would you randomly join the Marines and then lose everything and then get into another business that was extremely fucking nice? And why is it I've never heard of you before? Why is it that apparently he also said he met like the #1 realtor in the country and got tips from her? And I was just like, dude, what the fuck, man? Your story is so fucked up. But none of us wanted to like say that, of course. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This was actually probably, I don't know if this is as crazy as my running from the cop story, because that was actually some shit I did. This is some shit that happened to me. But it was still insane, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I hope you guys like the face cam. Tell me if you guys do or not. I don't know. I can do this in more of my life stories if you guys want or are interested in. Anyways, guys, subscribe to become a Swole Sub today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Peace out.